Hi there, I'm Sam. I work at the Millicent Library in Fairhaven, and today I'm going to show you how to use the streaming service Hoopla, which the library provides and you have access to for free with your library card. So if you already have an account, you can sign up here, or you can sign in here where it says email and password, and then just click login. But if you don't have an account, I'll walk you through how to get started. Basically, Hoopla is a platform where you can listen to music and watch movies and read ebooks and stuff like that on either the Hoopla Digital website or on the Hoopla app that you can download on your phone. You would just go to the App Store and search Hoopla. So let's get started. So you would type in your email account here, and then you type it in again here, and then you would just create your password. And then click agree. And then this is where you would search for your library. So in this case, it's the Millicent Library. And then we're going to click here and then click next. So lastly, you would type in your library card. I'm not going to type in my library card because I already have an account. But basically, you would just take that long number on the back of your library card, type it in there, and then click sign me up. And that's it. It's pretty easy to sign up. The reason they have you The reason they have you make an account is so that you can go back and you don't have to type in your library card every single time you want to access Hoopla. So basically, I'm not sure what that banner was, but basically I logged into my Hoopla account. And here you can see that they have some, rotating graphics of what's new on Hoopla. You can scroll down here to see what you've currently checked out. Currently, I have 5 items checked out right now. Normally, you get 8 downloads per month, like 8 borrows per month on Hoopla. But sometimes they roll over from month to month if you don't use them all. So that's why it says I have 6 more titles this month, but I have 5 items checked out right now. But what's cool about Hoopla is that it automatically returns for you. You don't have to worry about late fees or anything. It'll tell you how much time you have left on here. So if you're in the middle of something, you can click on the item. It'll bring you up to the reader option, which is here. In this case, this is a comic, so it has this little magnifying feature here, which is pretty cool. You can also zoom in on the panels, which is one of my favorite features on Hoopla. They have a lot of comic options, and it's really easy to read the panels because they zoom in like this. It's really easy to read. And on the bottom right here, you'll see these 3 lines. It'll bring up the reader option. It'll tell you what page you're on, some details about the book, and then you'd click exit to close out of it. If you are working on your computer and you want to listen to an audiobook while you work, you can click on this option and the audiobook will pop up on the bottom here. And then you could just close out of it. And then on the bottom here, it shows my favorites. So see, these are some of the items that I've clicked the little heart icon for that I'm interested in reading or listening to later. And normally there's also like a feature on here that shows recommended items. So it might recommend comics that I might like or books, and you can go into those settings to change your recommendations too. So here it says we talked about currently borrowed. This is my favorites option. So basically any book or audiobook that I've clicked the heart icon for. I have a lot of favorite items, mostly comics and stuff like that. But it basically separates it out into ebooks and movies and comics and stuff like that. So it's a really cool option, and I like to save a lot of things to eventually read later. It also shows your history. So if you're like, oh, what have I read previously? Did I get to read that Neil Gaiman book? I did, and it's indicated here, and when it was returned and stuff like that. So basically, if you want to browse through the collections like you would browse at a library, you can click this browse option and go through some of the different genres that they have here. So I'm clicking audiobooks. right now it's showing the most popular audiobooks on Hoopla. Agatha Christie, some kids books and stuff like that. You can also search by like recommended or different categories. You can click history, audiobooks, and it'll take you to that subgenre here. And so you can do that with all of these different options. If you also like comics, you can search by category, by publisher. Like if you're a Marvel or DC person, you can click by publisher here, and it'll take you to everything that Hoopla has that Marvel has published. I think Hoopla has a really cool comics collection. I think they have a lot of items. So that's one of my favorite areas. If you were looking for something specific, so say the Terry Pratchett book Going Postal, right, you can search in this search bar here, and you could click everything, okay? And then it shows the audiobook and the ebook version of the Terry Pratchett novel. Say you only wanted audiobooks, though, you can click on this audiobook option, and then it shows that one result. If you wanted to do a more advanced search, you can click Advanced Search here, and then you could search by a lot of different options like languages, dates, genre, etc. If you want to go into your settings, you can click this gear button here, and it'll take you to the settings. It shows my email and which library I'm a part of. If you need to change that email, you could do that here. Or if you move and you change your library or you get a new library card, you can update that information here. You can also update your recommendations. So these are some of the things that I have highlighted that I want Hoopla to recommend to me, but you can change those at any time. And lastly, this is a kids filter that you can enable on Hoopla. So if you have kids and you want them to practice searching at the library, or you want them to download items on Hoopla, but you want to kind of filter what they can search, you can click that option here. So it shows these different kids audiobooks and stuff like that. Lastly, if you have any questions on, different features at the library, or, how to use Hoopla, you can call the library or send us an email. That information is like on our website and stuff like that. Right now we're currently closed due to COVID-19, but you can certainly still call us, and once we open back up again, you can certainly come into the library and someone would be happy to sit with you and go over Hoopla and the different options that you have with this streaming service. Thank you.